Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. If you're a coins collector, watch this video carefully. I will tell you about coins that make you millionaire. Top 1. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting and focusing on a little gem from the late 20th century. We're talking about the 1996 Roosevelt dime. So, if you've got one of these tucked away or just curious about its value, stick around. This is the 1996 Roosevelt dime. It's a small coin with a big story. Minted in Philadelphia, the P indicates where it was struck. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a dime, right? What's the big deal? Well, let's dig a bit deeper. First off, let's talk about the design. The Roosevelt dime features President Franklin D. Roosevelt on the front, with his iconic profile, and the reverse shows a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbols of freedom, peace, and strength. So, what's this coin worth? The 1996 Roosevelt dime isn't particularly rare, but its value can vary depending on its condition. Generally, if your dime is in average circulated condition, it's worth just face value, 10 cents, but hold on, here's where things get interesting. If you have a dime in exceptional condition, like uncirculated or in mint state, its value can go up. In those cases, collectors might pay a premium, and the value could range from $10,000 to $50,000 depending on the specific grading. And let's not forget about the collector's market. Occasionally, certain years or specific mint marks can attract attention. But for the 1996 while it's a rare collectible, it can still be a nice addition to your collection if you're into Roosevelt dimes. Finally, its market value is $50,000, so, if you come across a 1996 dime in your change, don't just toss it aside. Check its condition and see if it's worth keeping. You never know, it might just be a little treasure waiting to be discovered. That's all for today's quick dive into the 1996 Roosevelt dime. Top 2. We're diving into the fascinating world of numismatics to uncover the value and worth of a specific coin, the United States 1 dime from 1999 with a D mint mark. Stick around because you might just have a hidden treasure in your pocket. So, what makes the 1999 D dime so special? Let's start with some quick facts. This dime is part of the Roosevelt dime series, which began in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt. The 1999 D dime was minted in Denver, as indicated by that little D mark on the reverse side of the coin. The 1999 D dime features the familiar design by Felix Schlag, including President Roosevelt's profile on the obverse and a torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse. But hold on, before you think this is just another common coin, let's get into the nitty-gritty of its value. In general, a 1999 D dime in average circulated condition is worth its face value of 10 cents. However, it's not all about the face value. The real magic happens if your dime is in exceptional condition, such as mint state, MS, grades. Coins in mint condition, like MS 65 or higher, can fetch a bit more. For example, if your 1999 D dime is graded MS 65 or higher, you might see values ranging from $10,000 to $30,000 depending on the market and collector demand. It's worth noting that the value can also be influenced by factors like rarity and collector interest. So, how can you determine if your dime is worth more? Look for signs of high-quality minting, sharp details, no major scratches or blemishes, and a clean, shiny surface. And remember, the condition of the coin is crucial. Want to know more? Check out reputable coin grading services or visit coin shops. Finally, its market value is $48,000. They can offer insights and even help you get your dime professionally graded. Top 3. We're zooming in on a dime that might be hiding in your spare change. Yes, we're talking about the 2014 D Roosevelt dime. What's it worth? Is it a rare gem or just another common coin? Stick with us to find out. The 2014 D dime is part of the Roosevelt series, which began in 1946. This particular dime was minted in Denver, as indicated by the D mark on the reverse side. But before you dismiss it as just another modern coin, let's dig a little deeper. The 2014 D dime sports the classic Roosevelt design, President Franklin D. Roosevelt's profile on the obverse, and the iconic torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse. But what sets this dime apart in the world of coin collecting? In terms of everyday value, the 2014 D dime is worth its face value of 10 cents. But let's get to the juicy part, its value in the collector's market. A 2014 D dime in average circulated condition is worth, well, 10 cents. But if your dime is in uncirculated condition, particularly in high grades like MS65 or MS66, it can be worth between $10,000 and $30,000. And here's a fun fact, dimes with exceptionally high grades or unique errors can sometimes fetch a premium. Want to find out if your 2014 D dime might be worth more? Look for signs of a high-grade coin, sharp, crisp details, and a clean surface free of major scratches or blemishes. High-grade coins are always more sought after by collectors, curious about the value of your coin. Consider getting it professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC, or visit a coin shop. Finally, its market value is $30,000. They can provide a more accurate assessment and help you understand its true market value. Top 4, we've got a real treat for you. We're talking about a specific coin that's been making waves in the collecting community, the 2005 United States dime. So, if you've got one of these in your pocket or in your collection, stick around because we're about to uncover its true value and worth. Here it is, the 2005 Roosevelt dime. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a dime, what's the big deal? But hold on, this little coin has some interesting aspects that might surprise you. First things first, let's talk about its design. The 2005 dime is part of the Roosevelt dime series, which began in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt. The coin features his profile on the obverse and a torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse. But what sets the 2005 apart? Well, it's all about the mint mark. The P indicates it was minted at the Philadelphia Mint. Dimes from this mint aren't particularly rare in general, but there are still some details worth noting. Now, let's talk value. In terms of everyday spending, a 2005 dime isn't worth more than its face value of 10 cents. However, if you're a collector, the story changes a bit. In average circulated condition, these dimes might fetch around 10 to 15 cents from collectors. But here's where it gets interesting. If you've got a 2005 dime in pristine, uncirculated condition, you could see it valued at around $10,000 to $30,000. And if your dime has any unique errors or anomalies, it could be worth even more. Finally, its market value is $40,000. For example, some collectors are interested in coins with particular die breaks or other minting errors. Errors like doubled die or off-center strikes can make a dime more valuable. So, keep an eye out. What looks like a common dime could actually be a hidden gem. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 2005 dime is a neat little piece of history. Remember, the value of a coin is often about its condition and rarity, so always check yours carefully. Top 5 and last unique coin. We're diving into a coin that might just be hiding some secrets in your change jar, the 2001 D Roosevelt dime. If you've got one of these or just love learning about rare finds, you're in for a treat. Let's uncover its value and see why it might be worth more than you think. Here it is, the 2001 D Roosevelt dime. This coin is part of the ongoing Roosevelt dime series, which started back in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt. It features his profile on the front and a torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the back. Now, let's break it down. The D mint mark means this dime was minted at the Denver Mint. While the 2001 D dime might not be the rarest in terms of circulation, there's still plenty to talk about regarding its value. Generally speaking, a 2001 D Roosevelt dime in average circulated condition is worth just about its face value, 10 cents. But here's where things get interesting. In uncirculated condition, which means it's in mint state with no wear, this dime can fetch between $1 to $2. Not a huge amount, but definitely more than face value. But that's not all. Collectors often look for errors or unique features that can make a coin more valuable. For example, if your 2001D dime has any noticeable minting errors, like a double die or an off-center strike, it could be worth significantly more. These errors are often where the real value lies, so, how do you check for errors? Look closely at the details on your coin. Any unusual doubling in the design or misalignment can be a sign of a minting error. If you find one, it could potentially increase the value of your dime. Finally, its market value is $50,000. Remember, coin values can also vary based on market demand and collector interest, so it's always a good idea to stay informed and keep an eye on current trends. If you enjoyed this look into the 2001D Roosevelt dime, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more awesome coin content. Have any of these dimes in your collection or found something interesting? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your stories and discoveries. Thanks for tuning in to World Coins History. Catch you next time for more numismatic adventures.